In this lessons episode, we explore the importance of personalized leadership. Discover how to effectively assess and adapt your leadership style to meet individual needs. We delve into the common misconception of a one-size-fits-all approach and explore the benefits of understanding and addressing individual differences. I want to sort of double down on understanding more about what Abilitie does and how they sort of how you work with companies. But first, let's set the stage to highlight the contrast. So what is the type of training that I'm going to pick a random number, 95% plus of companies do right now that I've been probably exposed to in my career, and probably many people listening. So what's the benchmark that you're differentiating yourself from?
Yeah, I think a lot of organizations use PowerPoint or other materials to convey structure around maybe theory about what it means to be a good manager, or perspective based on what it means to be a good leader at organizations. They might use behavioral frameworks. They might have you read a book on leadership or listen to an executive at the company talk about what it means to be a good people manager. What we're firm believers is that there needs to be an active role in learning. If anything, we face so many distractions as professionals and just in general as people. And if your learning or your training isn't interactive in nature, people are just going to check out. And so unfortunately, I think a lot of people scratch the surface with what you refer to, meaning role plays. And that's kind of the extent of experiential learning that they do. We've tried to create and almost gamify the training approach, where you're logged into a simulation, your teammates are talking to you, you're seeing emails come on the screen just like you do in your real world. You're making decisions about pricing or strategy or making an acquisition in one of the games to go against your competitors. And then you're actually getting out of the simulation and talking and reflecting back on your decisions. So a huge part of experiential learning is actually the reflection on what you did. So it's one thing to just let you loose in a game. It's a whole other thing, and a much more powerful, to actually put you in real world situations, watch you perform, and then ask you to reflect on that performance. And I think that's the key piece.
And is this like, so this is very interesting. So is this like an AR environment, or is this, you say game, what does that mean?
Yeah, so it's basically a browser-based simulation. So no virtual reality, no AR. I'll take one of our simulations is called Management Challenge. Surprisingly, it's about the challenge of people management. And so when you log into the game, you and your teammate are actually presented with 6 virtual characters. And these virtual characters send you emails, they send you little Slack messages, you watch videos of these characters, and then you're actually presented with different challenges. You know, what characters should work together on what projects? You have limited time as a manager in the simulation. How do you want to spend your time? You can coach characters, you can provide them feedback. You can roll up your sleeves as a manager and actually do the project. And I think one of the reasons we've been very successful is these are all team-based competitive simulations. So if you and I were partners, there's other teams, partners in the game, and they have those same 6 characters and they're presented with the same challenges, but we all go about it in different ways. So we're learning from our peers, watching what they're doing, and then as a group or as a class, basically reflecting on that event. And I think that's allowed us to scale with a lot of our organizations that we work with.
That's very, very, very interesting. I guess I was probably like shooting like to the next iteration of where leadership gamification is with AR. I was too far. I keep thinking like, oh, that'd be so much fun to like participate in. But I think that already like this is a huge step, like compared to again what everybody experiences in their career. And like you have these logos, like those are not small names. What is the feedback? What are the results of this type of gamified